and welcome to another unboxing. Today we're going to be looking at Wrath of Kings, and we're taking a look at one of the Shael units from the Rising Conflicts, so the second book. And the unit we're going to be looking at is the Celestial Gatekeeper, which is those guys there. Yep, so what we're going to do, we're going to open these up and take a little look. Joining me here today is my mate Tarron, Wereman. He likes Goritzi, so he's going to have his little input there to
and
see.
He does not like Gatekeepers.
There's an instant.
Already made up your mind.
And we also have Dakini here, Pille, who is a big Technus fan. So she's been reading up on stuff.
Very long time.
That's all right though. So we're going to have a look at everything now and see how we go. So let's open it up and take a little look-see.
No matter how nasty, horrible and mean to me they are awesome minis. So
Yeah, well that's it.
still worth looking at.
So
You're happy to lose, eh?
Yeah, no, I'm happy to forbid him from using them.
Oh, put him on the sidelines, like use them as a statue or something.
That's cool.
Table decoration.
We can do that. Paint it like solid gold and leave it set around the place. That's awesome.
So
Let's see. Boom.
yeah, so what do we have? We have a bag with, the box does say that it contains two.
Yep.
I think traditionally they've always been one male and one female
Have they?
lion or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One protects like the family side of things, and one protects like your property and your wealth.
So like a yin
talking
yang.
about-
Yeah, that's what it is. So that's that sort of thing. So
That's cool.
so they've got one of each. So it's standard.
Well, they're two different sculpts by the look. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. So there's your two. What does it look like? A 50mm base. I think it says
Yeah.
on the back there. On the
50mm bases.
50mm base. So there's two with the sunken bits there. So we have the card. We'll have a look at the card in a minute. So and here's the bag with both of them in. So let's open that up and have a look. Always cut away from the body, people. Save your fingers. Bag within a bag. Alright.
Leave a little cut
Oh,
towards
there's it
yourself.
too.
Yeah, so there's two there, so it looks like they're all, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Well, like 4 or 5 parts each. That's not too bad.
Yeah, so we got one, yeah.
Can we open it up? And
Yeah, we'll have a look, so let's have a look at this one here.
Oh, what a pity, you destroyed it. You can never use them again. Oh.
Well, if I'm doing them as statues, it doesn't matter, so. Well, there you go, that was easy. 3 pieces, look.
3. And the head.
And that's the
Oh,
heads.
you want to talk about the head?
I don't know which one's the male or the female one, I have to have a closer look.
You have to lift the tail, buddy.
That's right, yeah. So it's pretty obvious how they're going to sort of go together, and yeah. So some of them have actually pushed together. So there's left and right in the head.
Well,
So that's pretty straightforward. So maybe I'll try and maybe see if I can push them together now and see if that actually goes.
Yeah, I'm just giving this one a crack.
Oh, there you go. Look at that, just like that.
I need stuff.
So a little bit of glue on those that'll hold them together. They should be okay. Yeah,
That's good.
that's quite good. Yeah, so I like that. It's got like the bells around the collar and all that sort of thing. I don't know if that has any sort of meaning in the Chinese sort of philosophy and things like that. Maybe when they wake up they do an alarm or something to let the family know or whatever they're protecting. So
So they don't kill native birds, man.
Oh, so, yes, that's right. So
That one's in 4 pieces.
So 4 pieces.
So he's got like a bottom jaw.
Well, 4's about my limit,
as well.
so any more than that I get confused. So no, just kidding. So,
You have to put it like a little
that's pretty
numbered
good,
thing
so-
there.
yeah. So same sort of thing as the other one. Oops. So it's got the sections that go straight in. So let's take a little look.
Yeah, I think that one might have like a little bit of flush or something that's got to be shaved off.
Oh, okay. Its head's pointing to one. Oh, yeah, I can see that there.
Yeah, and then that goes on there.
No, just snip that off or whatever. Oh, there we go. kinda, and yay! Actually, I think that's the guy. He's got the chin fluff going on. So, but that's kind of cool. He's like heads off to one side, and he's got. So I take a little look at the stat card here. So, Celestial Gatekeeper. So all strikes doesn't have a overpower result. So a lot of them have like overpower and at least a 10, but this one does not.
It's usually a critical, but it doesn't look like it's not possible on this one unless you've got that critical blow or whatever it is.
So movement 6, we've got what's that? Will 5, which is pretty good. 1 resistance and 3 damage. So I mean, a lot of them are sort of 1-3. Things like that. So
1-3 is its only saving grace. The rest is just.
So rank 1.
No.
Size 50 base. Size 4 and deployment zone C. So it is actually deployed forward quite a bit, which is actually quite handy. So it has 1 type of attack, Jaws of the World Crusher, which is 2 dice with 2 sundering. And quite a few special abilities. Fast, which is excellent. So a maximum of 6 instead of the normal 4, which gives him a total movement of 12 inches, which is quite fast. Indomitable Will, so he can never be targeted by will attacks, which is very, very handy.
Yes.
But does have Unstable, which is something new that they introduced to the Celestials. So basically, if they get a backlash against it, they actually suffer it instead of the person doing the magic attack, which... yeah, I don't know. We have to figure out a way to get around that somehow. I'm sure there's something.
It makes sense to me, but
yeah, it does.
It's something you're going to have to try and get past.
And the vigilance, which is really good. So if you disengage from the model, he can do his attacks.
No.
And it's full attacks. It doesn't say that it's modified. It just says you can make your attacks, which as we saw was 2.
No.
He was going to be a statue, not making any attacks.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There are no attacks. This is a statue. This is all.
I remembered what was with the male and female one in Chinese mythology. The male one has a ball up under his paw.
I should hope
Not
so.
under his paw, no.
Seriously, are we not doing phrasing anymore?
No video.
Dear oh dear.
And the female has a cup, but I think that's not what they cub.
Okay. Oh,
As
cub.
a baby line, sorry, my bad English.
Yeah, the ball. That's right. Under the foot. Under one foot.
Yeah, under one foot.
There,
So that's the male, but
well,
they
this
don't.
Is under, but that's okay. Yeah.
But-
The one's got a square
Left it
bell and
behind.
one's got round bells.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Bells. Hell's bells.
Hey, that's not as insinuating as ball.
So yeah. So
Anywho.
that's
sorry.
So yeah, that's quite cool. So the models actually go together quite well. So once you glue those up, there's very little flash on those at all. They're actually quite good. So you just need to sort of do some little bits underneath there, maybe just with the mould lines. But you know, you probably won't. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
you probably
on that-
don't need to if it's
That one, I
like
think
that.
if you tidy it up a little bit
It'll
on the
be-
inside, it'll probably snap together a bit closer.
But the
That'd
female
probably be
one's
alright.
good too. So, and they've gone a different style with each of the heads as well, which gives them a lot of character. But yeah, I really like those. So
The cool mini or not ones are always awesome.
yeah,
They just don't stand up
Is it
very well.
nice? They're still getting used to having a mortal body of some kind.
It's summoning sickness. Man. That's what
Somebody sickness. So.
tipping over. Just going, what the hell?
So let's start with Garitzi, perhaps.
I don't like them. No.
Yeah, all right.
You're not
fair
allowed
enough.
to have them anymore. Well,
So
they might
anyone
be-
who plays Shael is definitely going to want them
Against Garitzi?
Against Garitzi.
They're pretty good because we've got that skirmisher stalker thing that lets us disengage for free. The werewolves do.
Yeah.
And that just shoots it completely out of the water. And I don't have any actual magic attacks to do a backlash with. So I can't take any advantage of that unstable thing. And all of the ones that I do have that aren't like physical attacks are will attacks, which means I can't hit this guy with any of them. So all the movement for the vampires, all the damage from those new Damani or whatever it is, the new vampire women, they're all will attacks. So they're just like, no, it won't touch these. The only thing I've got is melee attacks. And I mean, with my guys, my stupidly balanced all wolf force, I can't disengage without getting attacked.
Is
It's
there
just sucky.
Is there anything in the new book that might work?
Oh, there's
Or you
probably
have
loads
a
of
look
things
at
I
it?
could use to actually counter that. I just, off the top of my head, I say no, he can't have them.
I guess, yeah, we have-
There's ways around everything. You just have to. I mean, what's that? A 40 mil base. So I
50,
think
50 mil.
50 mil
Yeah,
base.
50
So
mil base.
I'm pretty sure one of the. Oh yeah, it's 50. I'm pretty sure one of the vampires could leap from that side to that side, and even my Scourge Hound, she could definitely leap from one side to the other side, which doesn't count as engaging and disengaging. It's a whack on the way over. The new werewolf with jetpack guy, the Ravager, he's just shooting over the top of them and hitting them. So again, not huge. Plus, they've only got a 1 resistance and 3 health. So if I can put 4 or 5 werewolves onto him, assuming I can roll reasonably well. Cut! No. Assuming we can roll reasonably well, you can kill them fairly quickly. You just have to gang up on them first.
Okay.
So,
Well, they are a rank 1, so in your larger battles, the largest, what do they call it, standard or whatever? It's,
battle size.
Battle
is
size?
the largest, yeah.
so there's 8 ranks worth or something of specialists. So
Yeah, I think you
that's-
can end up
that's
with
quite a
about 8
few.
ranks worth.
That's quite a few on the table, although they are sort of activated individually. And one of the things, well, until Book 2 came out for Shael, they were all rank 1 infantry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, your numbers, stuff starts getting left behind because you've got too many specialists. But I think now, because we will be doing an unboxing for the other Celestials, they are they're
freaking awesome.
They're good, yeah, so
Yeah,
they're all
right.
rank 2 troops, so
They're
that
great.
sort of helps with that. The avatars and things like that, so... Yeah, alright, okay, so yeah, so having that immunity to will effects and attacks and things like that does,
And that,
does
yeah,
sort of affect
the
some
new
of your
book, there's a
stuff.
lot of will attacks. Just flicking quickly through it, you're seeing a lot of new attacks with will next to them. And it's like, well, okay, so... I mean, not there, but almost all of my guys, my new ones, have got a will attack of some description. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah. So from the book 1 stuff, which, I mean, you have a lot of werewolves, what would be your best choice to go up against them? What do you
Honestly,
think is the
I'd
best?
still just chuck a ton of wolves at them. But, I mean... Because I can run in with half a dozen guys, again, that assumes that I'm going to make the dice roll. All I need is 3 strikes. If I can hit you 3 times, which means I have to roll an 8 plus 3 times,
Yeah.
which is not easy for me to do. So I would say something like the Scourge Hound or the War Dancers, because they're not going to be able to move you, because those are based on will.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Although I think the Scourge Hound is a will check on herself, not a will attack on you.
Ah, okay. We'll have a look at that.
So yeah, I might have to check that
I
out.
might put that in the comments or something, or whatever, if we can't
Yeah,
find
well,
it.
yeah.
You've got your Scourge Hound. What are the other guys called again? The big armoured specialists?
Oh, the Shield Breakers.
The Shield Breakers. The Shield Breakers might have a bit of trouble with these guys, because they do actually have some armour, and this has Sundering 2
well,
under its jaws of the World Crusher.
See, my Shield Breakers have Sundering 1. Oops. They have Sundering 1, but they do have quite a bit of armour. Well, they've got 2 points more armour than you, I think. So you're mostly armour, backlash and strikes.
Yeah.
Right? Mine is a critical, a couple of strikes, and then it's all armour except for the last 2 that are backlash.
Yeah.
So your 2 changes that to a 6 plus to hit. Mine changes it to a 7 plus to hit. So it's not too bad, but they've
Yeah.
got pretty similar stats.
But it does help sort of get through it.
The Scourge Hound is, so her bounding flourish is a 6-inch long, straight leap, but the follow me thing is a will check, not a will attack.
Okay.
So once per turn, when this model performs an action, it may make a will check too before resolving that action. For each success, it may move one model within 4 inches up to 4 inches.
Sounds like it's like a baiting.
Yeah,
thing.
so it's kind
she
of
sort
like
of
a
moves
misdirection
to try to,
thing and that sort of stuff. So
that's interesting.
she's focusing on her training to get other people into the position where she wants them, rather than actually like a vampire thing, trying to hypnotise them and get them to shift over sort of deal. So it's really, really good, and that will work against there because it doesn't count as being targeted by a will attack.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, a bit of insight there as to how to sort of deal with them for Goritzi. Let's take a look at techness. So, from your troop choices, you can be from the first book or from conflicts. If you want to have a look, we can have a look in the second one. But
well, I haven't even looked at the second one, so based on the first one,
we did find that.
We did find that like the biggest issue for my guys is probably the sundering.
Because there's a lot of armour on the
thickness, but there's 2 guys here that can help me. It's the Galvanic Defender, who's got a aura 6, enemies in the area lose sundering.
Which pretty much kills his attack.
Oh.
You can't...
He gets 2 dice and that's it. He doesn't get his extra 2 strikes, which is kind of cool. And see, your guys are all armoured and advancing in ranks and all that other sort of crap like the Shael do. My guys are going to suffer from this disengage thing, whereas your guys aren't trying to disengage, they're just trying to run up and kill stuff. So they'll probably do quite well against him, I think.
We can try it.
One of the big issues that I had was, and probably some other people have come across this too, going up against the linemen, is their counterattack.
Yeah.
So like if you get like the shield result or whatever it is, so
it will be a counterattack. But
this,
how will it work now based on these rules? Because if he messes with your sundering, then can I still do a return attack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he would be trying to turn your top 2 armour values into strikes, but because you use that ability to counter that, you still have your armour.
Counterattacks. Yeah.
So if he rolls an armour, then you get your counterattack.
Yeah. But the good thing about these guys is because they get rid of 2 of those slots, there's less chance of these free strikes back at them. So I'm probably more likely to be more aggressive with the Gatekeepers against normal linemen.
Yeah. You just really want to stay away from those Galvanic Defenders.
Oh, but you will still get rid of the 2 of them?
Yeah,
if he can keep you away from that defender, that Galvanic Defender.
Yeah.
So he has to be within 6 inches, and that's, really on a tabletop, that's not that far.
No.
It's not bad, but it's not that far. So if he can separate you out, then he can start slaughtering you.
Then I'm gone.
It's fair.
Well, the linemen die easily anyway. They're pretty squishy.
They are pretty squishy.
Well, yeah, they are, but I don't know. I've noticed a lot of people, they always have this trouble about going up against them. Because, I don't know, maybe the dice rolls are really bad or whatever it is, but it's just that, like, a 30% chance of having, like, 2 strikes back at you for free, simply because you're attacking, so...
It's nasty stuff, all those counterattacks. But the other thing that you're going to be having fun with is that you've actually got a couple of magic attacks. I think you've got him. He's got a magic attack, hasn't he?
Yes,
He's got a toggle and magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or 2 toggles.
I think there's at least one other one that you've got that's got a magic attack, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So he really that guy really comes into his own against the Celestial.
Sorry.
So if you can use these magic attacks against the Celestial Gatekeepers, anything Celestial actually, because it's got that unstable, if you happen to roll 1 to 4 and generate backlash, it won't hit you, it hits them.
Ah, okay.
So that's actually good for you. See, I don't have any magic attacks, so I can't take advantage of that.
And his magic attack is pretty good as well. It's 8
inches
away, so he can stay in the back and help others and shoot at you.
and because the Celestial Gatekeeper, I think he's the largest size. He's size 4. Yep. And what size is he? He's 3.
Yeah.
So he can shoot over the top of, like if he's behind, if he's got linemen or whatever in front of him, he can just take shots over the top.
Yeah.
It would definitely pay to actually have at least a couple of those in your force.
You lock him down with
And
your
even
lineman.
with the peaks as well.
You lock him in with the lineman and then just shoot over the top with this guy while he's buffing them with the no sundering thing.
Yeah. So I think going up against Celestials, I think that's actually given new life to the Galvanic Defender, because I think a lot of people sort of substitute him for like a cage.
I haven't used him for a while either.
Yeah, and things like that. I don't know about the what are the other ones called? The squid guys. What do they do? The Zarek. Yeah. Does he help you at all with these things?
He's only got melee.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, his aura is the enemy models in the area suffer -2 to command values, but that doesn't
that's
help
nasty.
With this guy.
That's like your -1 to leadership thing.
Although the Celestial Gatekeeper attacking him would help. Position 3 and 4 then become strikes.
Yeah, well, the 5 and 4 there.
But did
5 and 4 or 3? Oh, it's the top ones.
It goes from the top down.
But if you kill him, he explodes. That's what he did.
Only if you roll the over.
Overkill?
I think it's overpower. He explodes on that. So, but still, anyway, it doesn't matter. Just notice that he actually has armor location. So
so it's only if you roll a skull.
Okay,
so the critical hit kills him, he explodes.
So overall, let's have a look at each force here. Overall, say on a 1 to 5, how much of a threat do you think the Celestial Gatekeepers now are for your, say, Goritzi?
We're talking actual threat, it's probably I don't know, for a balanced force it's probably a 2.
A 2, okay.
But for me personally, if we're talking about a hate level, I'm going to go with a 5. I don't like that disengage thing. That's not cool, man. You can't do that to me. And the only thing I've got is will attacks. I have melee and will. I don't have magic. So he's just neutralised my will attacks and taken away my ability to happily disengage at will. So I don't like him.
No.
But there you go.
Yeah, it's one of the first thing I notice because I've played a lot of games against you. You sort of pick up, what your guys sort of do. I'm like, that popped out straight away. I'm like, oh, that's going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, you read that and you go, I need 4 of them because he's going to hate that.
I know you're careful about committing an alpha in a combined activation and things like that, so you know that he's sort of going to get a kill so he can get away. But yeah, if I can just get this guy into base contact with you.
I would have to. I mean, we've personally seen me walk into a combat, roll 13 dice and still not kill something. So that there could be quite bad for me. But as an actual tactical threat in a balanced force with all of the other cool stuff going for me, I think, he's bad, but I could take him. Yeah. I reckon I could take him.
I think it's going to be one of those things where we just try out some games, see how they go, and just sort of...
We have to get them all painted up and crap and see if we can do some stuff.
How it goes. So that's the Celestial Gatekeeper. Let us know how you go, guys. If you actually get some of these and you play some games, just leave some comments down at the bottom. Let us know how you go. If there's anything that sort of pops up, any ideas, just to help out other players who who don't play Shael Han and just sort of struggling against them, just leave your comments there. And so that's it.
Tell me how to kill them.